1, 2, 3, and in just 10 seconds, a finished picture. And now, here's Groucho.
Here's my assistant, Patty Harmon. Patty? Patty, suppose you explain what's going on.
Well, this is the People's Network, and if you have something you want to buy, something you want to sell, something you want to show, or something you want to tell, just come on the show and tell it to Groucho.
Well, what kind of things are people going to tell me tonight?
Well, Jayne Mansfield and her husband, Mike Hargitay, are here tonight.
Jayne Mansfield here?
Yeah?
I may not be able to stand it. Well, before we meet Jayne and her husband, I have somebody else I want you to meet. Now, here comes a girl that will never be replaced by a push button. Denise Lohr.
Thank you, Groucho.
Thank you.
But you have to admit that push buttons are just right for some things. There are 3 of them on this Polaroid 10-second automatic camera, and they really make picture taking easy.
Well, let's see how they do with a strong profile.
All right. 1, 2, 3. And then all I had to do was push 3 numbered buttons. And an electric eye sets the right exposure automatically. You never have to focus. And in 10 seconds, this is what you get. Ready? See that?
Well, I'd hate to take a picture of a pretty girl and look like that.
Well, you get whatever you take a picture of, Groucho, and it always turns out perfectly. And it's not expensive either. This model costs less than $100, and there's another compact model that costs less than $75, both with a built-in flash gun for indoor shots. So see your dealer soon.
And tell them Groucho sent you. Goodbye, Denise. Come back and see us again sometime.
I will. Thank you very much.
All right, Patty, what do you have to tell me?
Well, remember what I told you about the glamour star who's here tonight?
I remember, and I'm all a Twitter. Bring her out here, Patty.
So would Jayne and Mike Hargitay come in, please, and tell it to Groucho.
Can't understand it. My glasses keep fogging up on me. I know who it was. It was good to see you, Mickey.
Nice to
Put it
see
there,
you.
huh?
Nice to see you, Groucho.
And if you feel like leaving, go right ahead. Don't worry, your wife will be in good hands.
Well,
The hands may be shaking, but they'll be good. May I call you Jayne, Jayne?
Please go ahead, Groucho.
Fine. Suppose I call you tomorrow when he's not around. Well, it's good to see you both, and you're both looking so well, and all dried off, too. I'm glad you're dried off. You know, I wasn't really worried about you and that escapade at sea down there in the Caribbean. Jayne, I just knew you wouldn't sink. I had nothing to base this on. It was just my instincts, that's all. Now, Jayne, I must admit that I've met many a glamorous movie queen, but none that could quite measure up to you.
Thank you.
Don't thank me. Thank the Bureau of Weights and Measures. Mickey, what do you tip the scales at?
well, I weigh about 210 pounds.
Oh. What are your measurements?
I have 15 chest, 32 waist.
15 chest?
50.
50?
50.
Who do you think you are, Jayne Mansfield? That's not a chest, that's a trunk. How did you kids happen to meet in the first place, Mickey? Was it in the second place? And why can't I find places like that to meet girls like this?
Well, we met in New York, up in the Catskills at Brand's Hotel's coffee shop.
You met in a coffee shop?
That's right.
That was the best coffee break you ever had.
That sure was.
But now you're happily married, you have a lovely family. And Jane, how many children do you have?
We have 3 children. We have a little girl, Jane Marie, who's 11. Little
Is she
boy.
as pretty as you?
Oh, thank you. She's a very beautiful little girl.
I can, well, yes. What do you attribute that to, that she's so pretty?
Well, it must have been her father or her grandmother.
Oh.
But then we have 2 little boys. Mickey
How old are they?
Mickey Jr. is 3 years old. And
Who is he named after?
Daddy. And Zoltan Anthony's 19 months old.
And how many more are you going to have?
We'd like to have 7 more. We'd like to have 10 in our...
Where do you expect to house this brood you're contemplating?
We have a large enough
Gonna
home.
farm them out?
Well, no, our home is large enough. It's composed of about 45 rooms, 13 of which are bathrooms.
You're kidding, aren't you? There's no house out here with 45 rooms.
13 are bathrooms.
What do you need 13 bathrooms for with 3 kids? Do you live in a house or a locker room? I remember years ago, ex-President Hoover said something about a chicken in every pot. He didn't say anything about a kid in every bathroom. You mean this 45-room house is just for 5 people?
Well, we also have some pets. We're quite fond of pets. We have dogs and cats.
What do you have?
We have...
You have a horse in one of the bathrooms?
We have 2 burros, actually, but they're away at school.
No. What are they like? What boroughs are they? Is this the Bronx borough and the Manhattan borough?
No.
Well, what are they learning? I mean, what are they...
They're just learning to be better burros, you know.
Well, what was the matter when you got them? They were just jackasses? How many pets do you have of each kind?
We have 11 dogs and 7 domestic cats and 2 ocelots and 2 homing pigeons.
I should have known there'd be nothing small about you. Why do you have so many pets?
I don't know,
And what is an ocelot, by the way?
An ocelot, you know, it's a wild jungle animal like a tiger.
Is he as big as a tiger?
It's about 60 pounds.
It's quite a bit smaller.
60.
How do you know? Have you weighed them personally?
Well, I weigh myself with and without the ocelot.
And do they enjoy this sort of thing?
The little one likes it, but the big one doesn't too much.
No, that's true. As soon as an ocelot gets real big, he doesn't want to share a scale with anyone.
It's hard to look down, too, you know, when you're holding me.
I'll say.
Holding in your arms, you know. But we have...
Why do you have so many pets?
I
You got
think
Mickey.
that- he likes other pets,
Do you ever
too.
split a scale with Mickey?
We haven't yet.
Tell me some more about this zoo of yours, huh?
This zoo, well, it's pink inside and out.
It's pink?
It's pink.
The whole house?
Yes.
45-room house?
Yes, yes.
Do you have a pool, or did you buy just a small ocean?
We have a pool, a heart-shaped pool, one for us, and also we have a little heart-shaped pool for our children, our boys.
Small heart and a big...
It's one large heart, and the small heart sits in the top of the big heart.
Heart-shaped pool? I never heard of that. I've heard of round pools and square pools, even kidney-shaped pools. We have a kidney-shaped pool with stones in them. You know, Jane, I knew this before when I did that picture with you.
Real successful rock hunter.
Yeah, that was a pretty funny
You're the
picture.
cutest leading man I ever had yet.
Yes, and the oldest, too. You know, you're actually, and I've told this to other people, you're not the dumb blonde that you pretend to be, and I think the people ought to know that you're really a bright, sentimental, and understanding person. And this is a whole facade of yours that isn't based on what you actually are.
Well, that's sweet of you.
Well,
Thank you so much.
I think you're aware of that, Jane. This is a kind of an act you do, isn't it?
Oh, it's,
Most
you know...
people don't know that, though.
I think that it's like this. The public pays money at the box office to see me a certain way, and
And they get their money's worth, too.
so I think It's just all part. It's a role I'm playing as an actress.
Uh-huh. Could you give us a sample of the Jayne Mansfield that most people are familiar with?
Well,
You know, how about walking up and down over there? And men, fasten your safety belts. I'm getting so I can't talk clearly. You go over there and walk up and down, and let's see the Mansfield that everybody visualizes that doesn't know.
I don't have that kind of a dress on, but I'll do my best.
Well, take it.
I mean, just sort of one. Is that what you mean?
Yeah. Well, that was it. You know, I'm suddenly getting dizzy. Well, Jayne, I know you're a pretty busy girl making pictures and personal appearances, and I heard your new record album that you made of your act in Vegas, and I must say I enjoyed it very much. So what brings you here tonight?
I'm here in behalf of the American Cancer Society, and, you know, the Bowl Down Cancer Week is April 22nd through April 28th, and I would like to raise money here tonight and contribute it to the American Cancer Society.
Well, let's try to make a bundle for such a worthy cause, and now here's how we're going to play the game. Do you understand this game at all?
I'll try.
Okay. Well, we're going to show 3 pictures up here, and he can help you, you know. They flash for a fourth of a second, and if you identify the face when you win $500. Is that clear?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Not very long, though.
Well, I know, but it's clear. We don't use any light at all. I'll explain it as we go along. Now, you can talk it over. Let's have the first one. Who was it?
When are you going to show a picture?
As soon as you leave.
Take
a guess.
I don't know. Alice?
No, I think it was
Laura?
Dean Ross.
Who?
Separate.
It was Anthony Eden. Very famous face.
Actually, I was close.
You were close. At least you were in Great Britain, all right?
I knew he looked English.
Yes. All right, well, we're going to put another picture up for another $500. Now, look over here. Look at the birdie. Shoot. Who there? Mickey?
Well, it wasn't you, Jamie.
Carol Channing?
Carol Channing is right. Now you have $500. Now you can quit and take the $500, or you can go ahead and go for $1,000. But if you lose the next one, you only wind up with $250.
Well, we'll try, as long as it isn't Dean Rusk again. It wasn't the first time, was it?
No. And it certainly wasn't the second time. All right, now we're going to put another picture up. Now you're going for $1,000 or $250. Ready? Shoot. You ought to know this. I bet you that fella on the front row knows.
Was it Robinson?
No, we
I
can't
thought
give
it was a
any
baseball
more.
hat. I think.
Well,
No?
yeah, but that's not enough identification. It was Willie Mays. So you have $250, so you each have $125. And I don't think that's enough to give to the cancer fund, so we're going to make up the difference, and we're going to send them a total of $1,000. How's that?
Oh, that's very sweet of you. Thank you very much.
It's been delightful having you here. I see.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for telling me. And you put on a few pounds. You hear that? And now let's step into the Dutch master's marrying room.
Mr. Marx, Anne-Marie Servat is ready to talk to you. So would you come in, please, and tell it to Groucho.
You're Anne-Marie Servat, huh?
Yes.
Very pretty name. Do you want me to call you Anne or Marie or Servat?
You can call me Anne, you can call me Marie, you can call me both ways, but I have a nickname. And
What is it?
Nanu.
Nanu? Nanu of the North, you mean?
Nanu of the south of France.
You all from the South?
I am from Toulouse.
Well, where are you coming to Toulouse? And maybe I can fix it for you, huh?
I have nothing to lose. Toulouse
Oh.
is a town in France. It's about 200,000 people. And is a very famous name from Toulouse. Maybe you heard about it.
Oh, yeah, Toulouse.
Toulouse-Lautrec.
Toulouse?
Painter. That's where I
sure.
come from.
Yeah, he painted my garage a few weeks ago. Toulouse, you say, is in France?
Yes, in the south.
Oh.
France.
Well, where'd you go when you left Toulouse?
My family and I, we went to Nice on the Riviera.
Nice? How do you spell it?
In English, N-I-C-E.
That spells nice, doesn't it?
I in English, but E in French.
Look, if the I is E, why didn't you say things are nice in Nice?
Because in English, things are not nice in Nice. They are, N-I-C-E.
What did you do in Nice that isn't nice over there?
Well, when I was there, one thing I used to do, and I used to love it, I used to race a sport car, very fast car.
You used to wrestle a sport car?
No, I used to race sport car.
You used to rest in a sport car?
Race, drive, you know.
You can be in a sport car.
I used to have a Pegaso, and I used to drive, one day I drove 160 miles an hour, and the tire blew off on the back, and I'm sitting
Well, how'd
here
you get here?
because I was a good driver, I guess.
Well, why did the tire blew out, you say?
Yes, completely, at 160 miles. I heard a noise, boom, and I said to my husband at the time, I said, somebody blew the tire, and after 5 seconds I realized it was me.
Oh, I once blew $300 in Vegas, but that... What else have you done that's so thrilling? And be careful how you answer that, Denise.
I had one big experience, for me, the thrill of my life. I was
You
in
miss Chevalier?
Toledo, Spain.
Toledo, it's in Ohio.
No, in Spain.
No.
Allez?
Here she goes again, huh? Toledo is in Ohio.
No, in Toledo, Spain. I fight a bull on the
You
ring.
found a bull?
I fight a bull, a little bull.
Yeah?
You know, it's a friend of mine in Spain, very famous because he raised bull for the corridas.
This is before you were married, huh?
No, this was in the meantime. In the meantime, I was married.
Oh, in the winter, huh?
In the meantime.
Oh, you got married in the meantime? Is that near Toledo?
No, I tried the bull in the meantime, but I mean, it's too difficult to explain. I'm
Well,
sorry,
how far is meantime from where the bull was?
but not too far, about 50 yards.
Oh. Well, it's more of a mealtime than a meantime.
Well,
So what happened there?
I went in the ring, you know, and I saw that little bull. Of course, he was not a big
A
one.
little bull?
Yeah, but it's not, you know, he has a little horn like that.
Yeah.
So I took the little kappa, you know, the red flag that they give you, and I started to fight that bull. I was very excited, and suddenly I didn't realize that little bull came running to me and had my ankle right in there.
He bit your uncle?
He hurt my ankle.
Oh, he hurt your ankle, huh?
Yes, and I believe that's on the end of it.
Well, where is your ankle? Have you got it with you?
Right there.
Oh, your ankle. Huh?
Yeah.
I thought you said your uncle.
No,
your uncle.
I-N-C-K-L-E, no?
Well, I-N-C-L-E, yes, his ankle. Yes. He must have had very poor aim, that bull, to bite you in the ankle.
He was blind, I guess.
I predict any bull who is stupid enough to hit a girl like you in the ankle will eventually wind up as a 19-cent hamburger. I trust you've given up racing automobiles and fighting bulls there. What are you doing now for thrills and excitement?
Well, Groucho, I still like very much sport and...
You said you were married.
Well, I was.
You
but
was married.
I am divorced.
Oh, but you're going around with sports and you're married?
I mean I like sports, like water ski or tennis. But I still like very much men too.
Mm-hmm. Are you an authority on men?
I would say that, I am an amateur expert.
An amateur expert, huh?
Right.
Dangerous kind, huh? You say you know all kinds of men. Do you know my kind?
Sure, Groucho.
In that case, I won't ask the next question. The subject is now closed. Now, I'm curious, what kind do you think I am?
Well,
Besides being decadent.
in English it's difficult. I would say in French, un peu sans rire. That means you have the squeeze type of humor. You are like a lemon, you know, full of juice, but a little bit bitter.
got to skin me, you know, the real me. Now, look, from the way you talk, I presume you're not married, huh?
Not at the present time.
Not at the present. Well, couldn't we get together some evening soon over a glass of orange juice? So I could show you what kind of a man I wish I was?
Well, Groucho, I would like it very much, but I'm getting married, and I think I'll be on my honeymoon at the time.
Well, don't... I'm in no hurry. I can wait until you get back. In the meantime, I'll put myself and the orange juice on ice. Or the lemon juice, whatever it is. Now, Nanu, I'm curious to know what kind of a man would you choose for a mate? Where is this lucky lad? Is he in the audience?
No, it's right back in the stage, backstage there.
Oh, you brought him with you, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. What is he doing back there?
Well, he's waiting to come here because I think he's really the one who has something to tell you.
Maybe I better leave now. Huh? Well, bring this chap out here. What's his name, Nanu?
Leo Regan.
Leo?
Regan.
Patty, ask Mr. Regan to come out here, huh? Got friends in the audience.
Right.
What do you do for a living, Leo?
I'm an airline pilot.
An airline pilot?
Yes.
Oh. Well, if you can fly an airplane, I guess you can handle Nanu. If she gets too rough, you can always bail out. Now, Nanu said you had something to tell me. What is it, Leo?
Well, because I travel quite a bit here in the United States.
Do you leave Nanu here when you travel?
Yes. And quite a bit in Europe. And
how long does your trips usually take you? You fly? Is it a jet or a propeller?
It's a jet.
Yes. I'm sorry to hear that. You haven't got an old DC-3 you could fly. Now, you said, what is it you're going to tell me, Leo?
Well, I was going to suggest that since so many Americans go to Europe for their vacations, it would be nice for a change that maybe a few of these people who usually they go to see the country where they are from, to maybe invite their relatives to come see our country for a change, our very beautiful and wonderful place we live in.
Well, Leo, how could you get more Europeans to come over here? The average European can't afford to take trips like that, can they?
Well, probably not, but say a person or family is going to Europe to visit their relatives, instead of spending that money on a ticket for themselves, they should maybe buy the ticket and have their relatives come to our country. I'm very proud of our country, and I think more people should see it.
Well, I think you've got a point there. You want people to bring their relatives here. Now, most people that I know are trying to ship their relatives back to the old country. And most of them don't care which old country. Any old country. Well, it's a revolutionary idea, Leo, and it's possible you may be starting a whole new trend. And as soon as all those relatives come over here, you get your plane ready, because I'm going to go over there. Now we're going to give you a chance to win some money, and here's how you're going to play the game. We're going to flash a picture up here on the screen here. 3 pictures in a row. And they flash for a fourth of a second. If you identify the first one together, you win $500. Is that clear? Good. I'll explain it as we go along. Put the first one up, boys.
Looks
I didn't see it.
John Foster Dulles.
I didn't see
No, it was Bernard Baruch. See him? Okay, put the next one up. Now you're going for another $500. Go.
This is
A movie star.
I
You should
know.
that.
No?
I know, but
Yes, Janet Page.
No, you were close. What'd you say, tennis spades?
no.
No, it was Janet Blair.
Janet
You had the
Blair.
first name right, but not the... Well, you're going to have another chance. It's your last chance to win $500. Now look clearly and sharp. Go.
American man, I don't know.
Leo, you ought to know this.
I hadn't the slightest idea.
Put it up. President Cleveland, isn't it?
That's right.
President Cleveland.
He was a Democrat or Republican?
He was a Democrat, and he was
That's why you
elected...
didn't guess it. It's a
Oh.
Republican.
Wait a minute. I'm going to give you one more chance. We don't want you to go away broke. If you get this right, we'll give you each $50. Just pay for the bus fare, that's all. Put the picture up. Shoot.
Oh, c'est la liberté.
What is it?
La statue de la liberté.
No, I'm sorry. It's the Long Island Bridge. But we're going to give you $50 anyhow. Nanu and Leo, you're a lovely couple. I'm sorry you didn't win more. But
Nice to meet
try again sometime. Goodbye, and thanks for telling It To Groucho. Here's a word about something special for denture wearers. And there's one other thing. I understand Fabian's going to be up here next week. So all you teenagers, be sure to join us. Good night.
Jayne Mansfield appeared through the courtesy of 20th Century Fox, producers of State Fair. It To Groucho has been brought to you by Polident Denture Cleanser, the soaking cleanser made especially to fight denture breath and keep dental plates clean. Polident. Remember to be with us next week when the idol of the teenagers, Fabian, will tell It To Groucho.